Clarity. Number 3 is clarity. So number 1 was trust. Number 2 was be human. And number 3 is clarity. Help others see their situations in fresh and more revealing ways. Instead of being a problem solver on that enrollment call, be a problem finder that can sort through massive amounts of information and ask the right questions and uncover big possibilities. More questions, more questions, more questions. Dig deeper and deeper and deeper. I mean, I don't like to make people cry, but I will tell you that the best calls I've had, people have gotten pretty emotional. Because if you can help them get to that place, and then you can create a solution for that you know that you can help them with, they're going to want that. So I had this client, Jonas, and he was doing sales for many, 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 many years, but in a corporate setting. And then he went off and became, his own person, a coach, business coach, executive coach. And there was a lot of that like head stuff going on. And he was really wanting a high-end client. And I was challenging him to do that. And we were, sort of playing with that on our calls. And he got a referral from a friend, which is always good. And he went to this guy's house. It was absolutely before COVID, 2 years ago. And the guy sat down and he basically told him, my life is a mess. My business is a mess. Everything is a mess. And Jonas said, well, I want to work with you. Or they got to that point with the money. And the thing that came out of Jonas's mouth, and he doesn't even know to this day why he said it, was $50,000 to solve this problem, multiple problems, right? And the guy said, sure, let's go. There was no friction at all. Why? Trust. Now, obviously, when we get a referral, the trust has already started building, but you can do that yourself, okay? You can do that yourself. So it's just an example of not being afraid to say it, because he could have said 15,000 and a guy would have thought, I'll take it. We think sometimes have you ever heard this thing where if you lowball someone, they're going to think that you're like, that you don't know what you're doing? I don't really believe it. I think that people will take the lowest price they can get. I do. Just because something costs $100,000, if I could get it for 25, I'm going to shop around. Same thing, obviously. The reason that people with a lot of money have a lot of money is because they're careful with their money. They don't just spend it like crazy. The reason people that have some money don't have any money is because they spend it like crazy, because it feels like they have money. But so think about that too. You should charge what you feel the result is valued at. I proved that to myself when I told you that story about the 500, 600, 700, all the way up to 1250. The pain was so high to have a 16-year-old using drugs and not going to school that parents would pay anything. And it probably could have charged $3,000, I could have. I didn't. I felt that was the right amount that it was worth. And I could connect the dots and show them that it was worth that. Pay $3,000 now or pay $25,000 next year for residential treatment. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos.